welcome back, folks. It is a wonderful Monday. I'm Josephine Sage. Let's jump right into the forecast. As you take a look outside and as you're headed out and about to work today, we've got a chance for a little bit of some fog to kind of stick around the western slope due to our precipitation contents being pretty high up, and as well as our dew point is just right around our temperature, causing for some low visibility, especially in those higher elevation areas. Our temperatures are going to be just a few degrees below our seasonal averages. Icy roads are expected in some of those higher elevation areas, and later in the work week we've got a chance for some more rain and snow to hit us here on the western slope. That rain is only going to be in the Grand Valley. Those higher elevation areas can expect a little bit of some snow with cooler temperatures. Right now it's feeling 37 degrees in Grand Junction, 33 in Montrose. Further east, feeling a little bit cooler, 30 in Glenwood Springs, 29 in Aspen, and 28 degrees in Gunnison. And those temperatures are going to stay pretty close around that in those higher elevation areas in Gunnison Basin due to some cloud coverage that's actually sticking around, which is also going to make our temperatures just a few degrees cooler than what we're typically used to. Our wind speeds are feeling pretty mild. Really, all of them are less than 10 miles an hour along the western slope today, and that's going to continue with us for about the next 48 hours. When a Pacific West Coast storm system moves on in, we could be getting an increase in wind speeds in the middle of the work week. Our almanac will show us our high today is 55 instead of our typical 58 on the low end, 34 instead of our typical 31. So we are just a few degrees cooler than what we're used to. Some of those higher elevation areas are even just about 15, even 20 degrees cooler than what we're typically used to for today. Our dog walking forecast will show us 9 a.m. it's feeling 38, noon 47, 3 p.m. 52. And folks, this is Sophie. We're going to be showing Sophie all week. If you want to send me a photo of your puppy for the dog walking forecast, please feel free to at my email just above, jsage@krextv.com. But I do want to get into our rainfall totals because in some of these areas, it's a little bit higher than you would have thought, about a quarter of an inch in some of these areas. And we are going to get a little bit of a drying trend for about the next 48 hours. But middle of the work week, our rainfall totals are going to hop back up and kind of contribute to our precipitation content for this month. Right now we're about 130% of what we're typically used to for the month of March. Our snow potential, even though we were just experiencing rain this weekend, we'll notice that over the southern mountains, over the San Juans, Alamosa, Durango, those areas, we could be getting a little bit of some snow. And we'll notice off the west coast, we've got a chance for some more rain and snow to move on in. Throughout the rest of today, we're going to have a little bit of some precipitation move on in over southern Colorado, but kind of disperse even as we get into the evening hours. Those evening hours will show us those temperatures of 34 degrees in Grand Junction, 29 in Montrose. Tomorrow, off that west coast, all that precip is moving on in through the afternoon hours. The evening hours, that's when it's going to kind of spread on over us. It's mostly going to hit us in those late evening hours and the early morning hours. But we'll notice that after that big storm kind of moves on in for late Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we've got a little bit of a clearing headed our way for Friday, Saturday, and that weekend. Those temperatures are going to get just a little bit cooler than what we're experiencing for the next 48 hours with those sunshiny skies.